finally got me right where you want me to be with much resistance. I'm glad you pressed on and you've been honest. You're resilient, no, that's why I love you. You're resistant, 'cause you are. I love to hear you say, oh baby, won't you stay forever and always. I love the way you call me. It's Friday and I'm lonely. Oh, won't you be my only? So slowly through the cave in. I held your hand and so it was. We wandered aimlessly. Oh, was bound down in cave. What if we can get away? I leave my troubles until I return. I leave my troubles until I return. You are. I love to hear you say, oh baby, won't you stay forever and always. I love the way you call me. It's Friday and I'm lonely. Oh, won't you be my only? Come back to you. You made me mad. I never put my hands on you. You made me cry, but what else does a lover do? I crossed the line. What else do I expect from you? 'Cause you are. I love to hear you say, oh baby, won't you stay forever and always. I love the way you call me. It's Friday and I'm lonely. Oh, won't you be my only?
I'm in chains, you're in chains too. I wear a uniform and you wear a uniform too. I'm a prisoner, you're a prisoner too. Mr. Jailer. I have fears, you have fears too. I go die, but yourself gon' die too. Life is beautiful, don't you think so too, Mr. Jailer? Talking to your jailer. Stop calling me a prisoner. Let me who is without sin be the first to cast that stone. Oh, Mr. Jailer, 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 Mr. Jailer, mine. You oppress all my strategies. You suppress, whoa, every part of me. What you don't know is you're a victim too, Mr. Jailer. You don't care about my point of view, and if I die, another will work for you. So you treat me like a martyr's slave, Mr. Jailer. I'm talking to you, Jailer, man.
Jailer,
Stop calling me a prisoner.
jailer,
And let he who is without sin be the first to cast that stone. Mr. Jailer, 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 Mr. Jailer, mine. You see, if you're walking in the marketplace, don't throw stones. And even if you do, you just might hit one of your own. Life is not about your policies all the time, so you better rearrange your philosophy because you feel on my and let he who is without sin be the first to cast that stone. Mr. Jailer, 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 Mr. Jailer, mine. And I'm talking to you, jailer, mine. Stop calling me a prisoner. Let he who is without sin be the first to cast that stone, Mr. Jailer, Jailer, me. Sir Jailer, Thank you. We receive, thank you.
so unsure as I take your hand and lead you to the dance floor. As the music died, something in your eye, turn around to save a dream. Nothing says goodbye. I'm never gonna dance again. The guilty feet has got no rhythm. Though it's easy to pretend, I know you're not a fool. Should've known better than to cheat a friend and waste the chance that I've been given. So I'm never gonna dance again the way I dance with you. There's no comfort in the truth. Pain is all you find. I'm never gonna dance again. The guilty feet has got no rhythm. Though it's easy to pretend, I know you're not a fool. Should've known better than to cheat a friend and waste the chance that I've been given. So I'm never gonna dance again the way I dance with you. Seems so low. I wish that we could lose this crowd. Baby, it's better this way. We hurt each other with the things we want to say. We could have been so good together. We could have changed this game forever. And I just wanted you to stay. I know you're not a fool. Should've known better than to cheat a friend and waste the chance that I've been given. So I'm never gonna dance again the way I dance with you. I want a ticket to anywhere. Maybe we can make a deal. Maybe together we can get somewhere. Any place is better. Starting from zero, I got nothing to lose. Baby, we could get something. Me, myself, I got nothing to lose. My old man has got a problem. Living with a bottle is the way he is. He said his body's too old for working. His body's too young to live like this. And mama went off and left him. She wanted more from life than he could get. Somebody's gotta take care of him. So I quit school, that's what I did. That's what I did. Oh, that's what I did. Oh, that's what I did. Well, I remember when we were driving in your car. Speed so fast to feel like I was drunk. City lines laid out before us, and your arm felt nice wrapped around my shoulders, and I got a feeling that I belong, and I got a feeling I could be someone, be someone, be someone. Got a fast car. I got a plan to get us out of here, and we're working at the NTN. Managed to save just a little bit of money. Won't have to drive too far. Just cross the border and into the city. You and I could both get jobs and finally see what it means to believe in. What it means to believe in. You got a fast car. Is it fast enough so we can fly away? You gotta make a decision. Leave tonight or we can die this way. We can die this way. Well, I remember when we were driving in your car. Speed so fast to feel like I was drunk. City lines laid out before us, and your arms felt nice. I remember when we were driving in your car. Speed so fast to feel like I was drunk. City lines laid out before us, and your arms felt nice wrapped around my shoulders, and I got a feeling that I belong, and I got a feeling I could be someone, and I got a feeling that I belong, and I got a feeling I could be someone, be someone, be someone.
Hello. Could I have everyone's attention, please? I know you are enjoying your eats and your drinks. It is after work, after all. But we will be starting in the next few minutes, so please, slikmar, just swallow what you've got in there, because you cannot take the plate and you cannot take the cup or the glass with you, Please go have a seat in the seating down there. We're only filling the middle section, so just have a seat there, and then we'll chat again shortly. Thank you to the yesterdays and Nazneem. I think we can do better. Come on, guys. Thank you, guys.
Mijn hart en mijn ziel verlangt. Een plek waar naar kan gaan. Mijn ziel verlangt. Mijn hart is daar. Wie kan mij die pad kan wees? Wie kan mij zijn hart gaan wees? Zodat ik daarna kan blijven. Zodat ik daarna kan blijven. Ik wil vergeten. Ontzelfde liefde van. Ileni amu tieni contima ileni amu tieni contima contima gombea contima gombea contima gombea.
So casually keep diving into concrete. So bittersweet. Huh? Keep losing sleep while driving in the backseat. What's left of me?
Could we ask everyone to please take their seats? We are about to start. Kindly do not take any food or drinks to the seats. Let's move, people.
Just a better kind of bitter. Lose gravity, I'm swimming in the quicksand. Up to my knees. Keep losing sleep, I'm manic dream at midnight. So hard to please. Drowning in what feels just like an ocean. Negativity is getting closer. Powder keeps the heat when it gets colder. You know, sometimes everything just gets hard. Sometimes everything just gets harder. Feeling like I'm missing some parts. Days just keep on getting much darker. Even when I'm down in the low, I remember what you were saying. Sometimes all you need is a spark. And maybe just a better kind of bitter. Bitter. Baby, I'm not mad at all. We both tried and tasted fall. Can't hold our love against the wall. No. Every inch of me is hurting and I just wanna leave it all behind. Yeah, I'm breaking up with you tonight. Yeah, you know it's hard to say. Yeah, you know we're not okay. I can see it in your face. We became a lonely place. Goodbye, so long, my dear love. Love is forgotten, so I'm moving on. Goodbye, so long, my dear friend. We did our best until the very end. Baby, I don't wanna fight. It has to hurt, that's how I know it's right. But you won't feel the pain alone.
A very warm welcome to the National Theatre of Namibia. Please note that the recording of this screening is prohibited without written consent from the producers of the work. The use of cell phones is prohibited inside this venue. You are thus kindly requested to switch off your cell phone now. No flash photography is allowed during the screening and no food and drinks except for bottled water. Please avoid moving in and out of the venue during the screening as this is disturbing to your fellow patrons. Please take note that there will be no interval. Your cooperation is highly appreciated. Now please sit back, relax, and enjoy the screening.
Good evening once again. Good evening, everyone. Welcome. As you heard, please no food and drinks in the auditorium. Just a couple of house rules. My name is Alzita Bierkes, and I'm joined by the lovely... also a Bierkes. I don't know if your mic on. Okay. So I'm from Multichoice, and Glennis, as most of you know, is from NBC.
Yes, I'm the person that just stays at NBC and usually behind the scenes, but tonight I've decided to join Alzita. Thank you very much. So welcome.
So just a couple of house rules. We are live streaming at the moment, so please behave yourselves. And also, please use the hashtag Namibia to the world whenever you're posting. And while I said that, please also refrain from having your cell phone on and ring while we're watching the movie especially. But also, please don't take recordings of the movies. Trailers also not. You can find them on social media. But let's protect the industry. Creatives sitting here today worked hard, and already people were taking videos and WhatsApping it, spoilers and so on. So let's not do that. Let's respect each other, and let's say no to piracy.
I just want to reiterate this. It's so important for this industry we're trying to build. So can we please adhere to this? Think about the actors and the crew that's out there trying to edge out a career. Make a living out of this. Keep them in mind, please. So switch it off.
Good. So welcome to our online guests joining us via live stream, and thank you NBC also for doing the live stream today. We kick off with the first couple of trailers. Enjoy.
I did something terribly and horribly wrong, Gottlieb.
You're early.
I had to get a taxi early. You know how they get Mars. Show me that man treats you too good.
George is not my man. He's my godfather.
I rue the day you entered our lives. I'm gonna kill you.
What's your name, Taniki?
My name is Chut.
Are you here?
I needed to see you. I want us to start a new life together.
Ready? We are also excited to bring you your favorite online cooking show.
Ek wens net my pa het my nie in hierdie ding ingesit nie.
Our 8 contestants come from all backgrounds, all competing to impress you, our followers at home.
Is daar nie ietsie vir jou topie nie, man?
Didn't you say you stopped gambling?
Now she just have to deliver.
Oh, she will. She will.
Who is this girl from the slums? They are talking about her, not you.
We totally underestimated that one.
Who are you?
I'm nobody.
You know this part of the world isn't some tourist attraction, right? This is my life.
Oh, we need to move against that street kid. She's our big competition, and she's coming for us.
I finally remember why I love cooking.
What dangerous games have you gotten my grandson involved in?
My baby used to say, we live in a safe universe. I never believed it.
You're not the farm type. You will realize that you do not belong here.
You, Katanga, my friend, are not for the Gramadulas.
But I really like it here, though. Everybody deserves hope. And what might be an ugly piece of craft for me may be a beacon of hope for somebody else.
Hello. Please, I need some help.
Is it another one?
Yes. Have you seen the note about the butterfly?
The tattoo on the ankle? Botched teen abortions have become our specialty.
Very disturbing. Some sick stuff happening in this city, eh?
Would you have something to tell the police?
If I talk to the police, I'm finished.
Ben, how sure are you that she disappeared? I cannot confirm whether she was kidnapped or whether she left on her own.
I don't know what you're up to, but you're way in over your head and you will get hurt.
Please hand over that information to the cops.
And tell them what?
Please tell me you won't do something stupid.
Me? Stupid? Never.
You are scaring me now, sis.
I'm going to tell you everything. You should be scared.
Time of death, 15:42.
I have recorded images that I will be streaming live.
You should, as Dr. K.
I might not be able to practice medicine in this country after tonight, but at least I'll be able to keep my head up.
The donors for Hafeni's Youth Center are threatening to pull out. Yes, some nonsense about a tap in the village that keeps on getting broken down. I need you to go up there and find out what the hell is going on and make it stop.
You want to send me to an Oshivambo village? How's that gonna work?
You sound mad.
Really? I didn't even notice.
If it's the main switch that keeps breaking, how does that affect flow to the tap?
They don't keep the water switched on all the time. Only 2 hours in the morning and 2 hours in the afternoon. Doesn't make sense how they get around the lock. But also, why would anyone do something like this?
You look like you're going on a Caribbean cruise.
Hey, they told me the north is scorching hot.
And Sandy. Suede loafers? Really?
So from your comments, I gather you either liked it or you knew someone, right? Yes. So just to take you back, we were not just shooting in Windhoek. We tried, and not us, the producers, took you all over Namibia, from Inhana to Swakop to the south. So let me just remind you, it was Blackened, Shevskis, Handholder, Kaunas ER, and Okalila. For your...
So as many of you know, we are here tonight to celebrate 13 beautifully local Namibian films that have finally made it to the screen on Keynote, Showmax, as well as later in the year on NBC. And this would not have been possible without our technical partner, NBC. But to tell us a little bit more about the project and what exactly we're celebrating tonight, I'd like to call our Managing Director of Multichoice Namibia, Roger Gertse, to the stage.
Thanks. So I haven't been on screens, but you can give me another round of applause. Honorable Emma Theophilus, Deputy Minister of ICT, Mr. Lazarus Jacobs, NBC Board Chairperson, Mr. Stanley Semilo, Director General of the NBC, Mrs. Emilia Nikembwa, CEO of CRAN and your delegation, other industry captains, distinguished directors, cast, and crew of the 13 films, distinguished members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Tonight, it is my privilege to celebrate the completion of 13 locally produced Namibian films. Yes, locally produced Namibian films. And to honor everyone who has worked tirelessly to see this dream come alive on screens across the land of the brave. This year, for the first time, Multichoice Namibia has produced over 12 hours of local content that will reach millions of homes, speaking over 40 languages across 50 countries and reaching more than 100 million people on the African continent. These hours of new content have been added to our broader local content library of nearly 70,000 hours of viewing that speaks to the heart of viewers across the continent. That's what we mean when we say this project takes Namibia to the world. Give yourself a round of applause. There is an almost insatiable appetite for authentic local content, as the Namibian audiences like you, who has already enjoyed a few trailers tonight here, like others across the world, respond enthusiastically to seeing themselves, their culture, die aardappelsly wat dit droog is, and their communities represented by homegrown productions. Today, we are truly proud to showcase the wonderful talent that exists in our beautiful country and want to celebrate those brave creators who dare to make their dreams a cinematic reality. The ambitious project, Project Mukorob, was made possible through the strategic partnership between Multichoice Namibia and the NBC. And I want to thank the NBC team under the able leadership of, I almost said Dr. B.S. Stanley. We must make a plan, Mr. Semilo, because the telco guys are all doctors, so two of us must make a plan. I want to thank Mr. Semilo for his guidance, for his leadership throughout the project, his management team, and for stepping up and making this vision of taking Namibia to the world a reality. At Multichoice, we believe in telling African stories that touch lives, celebrate our continent, and have the happy consequence of building great futures. This is why we have made growing Namibian local content industry a priority, to bring authentically Namibian stories to the silver screen in a distinctively Namibian way, and within the context of our unique languages, our Webra, landscapes, people, and culture. By investing in original productions of authentic Namibian stories and talent, Multichoice is launching careers both locally and internationally, and contributing to the Namibian economy with content designed to cater for diverse audiences. We want to continue supporting local production houses as well as talented actors, writers, and filmmakers. A spin-off of this unquenchable need for local content is the upskilling of local crews, investment in infrastructure and equipment, showcasing local talent, and as Lennis has already said, in front of and behind the camera, and support for local industries, both directly and peripherally involved in productions. Youth unemployability is a major challenge in our country, as we all know, as more and more young people are leaving schools or tertiary institutions with very little to no hope of finding a job due to a lack of opportunities, skills, and expertise. As a business, we want to bridge the gap between school leavers and the working world. As the pressure grows on employers to help young people to find opportunities, develop skills, we have thrown our weight behind our Multichoice Talent Factory, because through it we can use the power of video entertainment to grow the next generation of storytellers, helping them to hone their talents and connect with the people who will be pivotal in their career ambitions. Another proud moment for us tonight is to recognize the Namibian MTF alumni. And maybe I must ask them to stand. Who've played a part in the Mukorob film project. They were not favored, they competed head-on, and they got their film. Those who have written, directed, produced, filmed, and acted in some of the movies. MTF invests in Africa's creative industry to grow a pipeline of African storytellers. Tonight, we are proud to recognize our Namibian MTF alumni who have participated in the Mukorob project and now produced films, sustainable development, broadcasting on Mnet's local channels and Showmax, demonstrating the power of this unique initiative. Ladies and gentlemen, everyone has eaten a bit and drank something, but let me try and conclude. Tonight, it would be impossible for us to screen all 13 movies, but I encourage you to tune in every Sunday evening, 2000 hours sharp, to catch the Afrikaans movies on Keynote and Key, and all the other wonderful films on Showmax and Catch Up, as well as the NBC later this year. I want to thank each and every cast and crew member who worked on the films. I want also to thank NBC for being our technical support, and the viewers who made it all worth it. I know together we'll grow the Namibian film and TV industry to greater heights. If we continue on this trajectory, we believe in using our entertainment platforms to give Namibia a voice and to empower our people. to tell our stories, locally and on the international stage. And together we are taking Namibia to the world. With this short statement, I'd like to welcome you all and invite you to enjoy the rest of the evening with us. And I thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Gertze. It seems that I've got trouble with the mics tonight, hey? Mr. Gertze, also thank you very much for this moment. You know, I've never looked like this, so thank you very much for doing this. But also now, I agree with you about the youth and the prospects for the future in the film industry in Namibia. We don't need to leave anymore. But also at this moment, I'm also humbled and honored to introduce my boss, the dreamer. He always tells me, Glenys, stop talking about the box. Throw the box away. So I want to introduce the Director General of the NBC, Mr. Stanley Benjamin Similo. Please welcome him on stage.
Good evening and welcome. I hope I'm going to be short. First of all, let me recognize our Deputy Minister, very youthful, but very strict, very knowledgeable. And equally, our Executive Director, Dr. Mate, I think he's around. Yes. And then, of course, the chairperson of the NBC board. I've seen CEOs around here, Dr. Shanapinda, Emma, Emilia, the Crown CEO. And then Roger, can you stand? Please. I was going to ask the crowd here to do that, but they saw it fit to do it. Thank you very much. I think it's well deserved. And then equally, I'd like to ask all those that partook in the project from a directing perspective that are here, and everybody else is featured, also just to stand, because we also need to applaud you, all of you that were involved. Now, when you hear people talking and you hear how great people are, this can only happen because when one is getting an accolade of that nature, that would be simply because we are standing on the shoulders of giants. And those giants are the people that you've just seen now. Today looks great. But within a creative environment, as Ekiti said met praat, the fights that are there. The fights that are there. But if the focus is okay, then the end product will always be great. When me and Mr. Gertze started talking about this project, I think it was just soon after COVID. We were discussing saying that what is this that we can do that will stimulate the industry? And immediately we agreed that local content is needed because COVID in a way has killed this part of the industry. And ek met my groot mond, when the idea came, I said, yes, we will do it. And that evening, I was at home thinking, did I make the right call? But the next day I called the team. I said, colleagues, I've just agreed on something. I said yes. You also say yes before I tell you what it is. So they all said yes. So we had to speak, we had to dream, and we had to get the crew. And then the process started. We started running with it, even before having signed the contract, because the idea was so noble. I said, this is that chance. If we miss it now, it's most probably never going to come. And guess what? By the time we made the announcement, we had over 200 entries. And there was the headache now. Because from the 200, you had to get to a number 13. And how would you do that? And the fear was always that in the selection, would it be a selection based on bias, or would it be a selection based on merit? Again, me and Mr. Gertze, we had our small meeting. We split the groups. We said, let the Namibian team do their selection. He will bring a team from South Africa, Mnet, also to do their selection. And guess what? 99% of what was selected between the two parties spoke exactly to who needed to be selected. That gave me 100% comfort. There goes the journey. The plane is aboard and we are running. Now I must tell you a secret about directors. They're very protective over the work that they are involved in. If you're going to come from outside and tell them, look, this is how you must write the script, you will get words like, I'm leaving this thing, it's not going to be part of this. This is my idea, this is what I said I would do. That process I observed when, I think it's Neil McCarthy, the script supervisor, when he came and he had to interact. And jy weet, ons Namibians, ons glo, ons ken alles en niemand sal vir ons iets vertel nie. So that was quite a process of engaging in how this process should be working. I was just there observing in some of the project. And I knew that with the intensity at which the teams were going, that the end product would be superb. And that is why we are here today. You've seen snippets of what had to be done. And as the producer from an NBC side, I think in a way we feel vindicated because we could deliver a product against a timeline from a project management perspective that was extremely tight. But if you believe and you know that you are focused on what the outcome should be, never fear. The beautiful thing is that the old guard in terms of filmmaking, they got a chance to come in. But equally, new directors were also given a chance to be on board. And part of what we said must happen is that there has to be an onboarding of new people as well, so that we can grow the industry. And part of my words were that if we do this right, we may just inspire others also to put money into this project. And I'm so glad that my deputy minister is here and our ED is also here. Because at the level of the National Film Commission, we need to up that budget so that they can do what you are seeing today 100 times more. The more we can get into this, the better it will be. But equally, one of the disheartening positions in this country, you find that corporate business don't support filmmaking as a business. And I phantomly can't understand why that is the case. It will be nice for us now to see all these movies on the screens, but we need more funding to come in. This is the jobs that people have decided they want to be in. And if platforms of this nature are not created, hulle sal by Shoprite moet hulle werk, tellers word. But that's not what we want. We want storytelling to be there. In closing, I really want to say thank you very much to the teams that have worked. My team in particular, I was very tough on them. Peter Deng, Glennis, Cecile, because I was saying, you here, you will have to deliver. If the kitchen is too hot, go to the garden. Maybe you might find something that is great. With that said, I say thank you very much.
In a world full of greed,
I have a job for you.
poverty,
We also like purple.
and corruption,
Now you get me what I want.
only one man is courageous.
What do you want, Shipanga?
And bold enough
You say this is who?
to stand up and say,
Me, I'm also not a fat cook.
Everything is going to change.
Sinjay, Susa cherry me, bro.
We're not vibing.
No.
We're done vibing.
Venda Shipanga.
You know what this means? Shipanga. Is it virgin?
We have a lot of money. My name is Penda Shipanga.
Penda's Dilemma.
Bernice is my mother. Was. She died last week.
Mama, you think you'll come?
Who's Jennifer? Who is she to you, Dixon?
I don't want to talk about Jennifer.
Have you met my fiance?
What did Tia mean about secrets not being buried in the past?
No, luister hier van my. Hierdie keer gaan hy.
Dixon, you
were always a prince to me.
You can't stay while you're longing for someone else.
You know the big men around here.
man.
Dixon, whatever happens, you bury your family.
Unlike the dead, secrets don't remain buried.
You play.
I'm one of the best players at my school.
Ek kon 'n groot sokkerstar gewees het. Kassie queen.
That woman. God, nga kwa ngisa. Nga mariske youth tournament am si kwai.
I hate it, yeah. Onfuare is beter kayesi ho.
Idani. Ricardo the spy. Gaan huis toe.
Dad, I just had a call from a girl who says she's my sister, Esmeralda.
You're Esmeralda.
We'll talk about it later.
Not sign up to raise another woman's child.
I want to play soccer.
You lack discipline. Follow my rules. Might let you play.
If you really want to do something to help, then let's go to Natangwe's party.
Welcome to our world. Here, we party in style. I'm in the mood to party in Tura.
Let's go!
Chill, my guy. We're just having fun. Get a war.
But I can't control her.
She needs more than just money.
I want to play soccer.
It has never taken this long.
There is nothing we can do for Bongo here. We only have specialists in Windhoek.
We work hard every day, but nothing changes.
So die stories is waar.
Dit lyk so.
Grandpa?
The sooner we can sell that diamond, the sooner we can get Bongo to Windhoek. Okay?
We hold on to this stone for a week.
And we have a buyer. This diamond is going to change our lives.
That diamond is cursed.
I need to find a buyer. They were after the diamond. It's the only way we'll be safe.
Sorry. You dropped this. I don't have anything much to do for the rest of the night, so... Hey, me, I think I met the girl, bruh.
Ooh, how romantic.
How can we help you? I'm getting married in 4 weeks. Oh, congratulations. Thank you. Thank you so much.
So you're engaged?
What?
Why on earth did you decide to get a male wedding planner?
I think I want different things now.
Things like what?
I think we should just, put it behind us.
I need to get out of here. Hashtag maid of honor. Hey, this is my ride.
How much do you need? How much do you want?
Seriously? Keep your money. Drive.
I am Ben Kluter.
I live here in Rivers, but everything else I told you is true.
Batman?
Sorry, I'm late.
You will have 3 loves visit you.
No. No. Do you love my sister?
Dearly beloved, thank you all for coming together on this to celebrate the union between this man.
Jack! Love will never knock again.
How awesome were those? Those are all of them, except one, the one we're going to watch tonight. Does anyone know? Bokwachter, that's right. We're going to watch Bokwachter tonight. So, Glynis, which one was your favorite?
All of them. No, I lie. Do you know what I love about this? Was the Namibian languages, the cultures,
The landscapes.
the landscapes. So, and also definitely comedy. You know, we were standing there, we were talking about who to choose, and we were wondering if Namibia could do comedy. But from your laughter, I can just imagine.
We hit it right on, nail on the head, right?
So, yes, I think we've done a great job, and to the producers, the crew, the cast.
Well done.
I bow to you, well done.
And I hope our viewers who are tuning in via the live stream enjoyed that as well. So next up, we're going to hear from one of our MTF alumni who produced Instant Love. It was her first feature film together with Richard Voller as well. So let's give it up for Hilma Shihama. Where's Hilma? Let's clap her all the way down. I guess I shouldn't ask her which one is her favorite,
right? Allow me to practice for one day when I win an award. I'm going to quote Snoop Dogg on this one. Okay. I want to thank me. I want to thank me for believing in me. I want to thank me for putting in all the hard work. Okay, but this is not that kind of speech. Good evening, everyone, and all protocols observed. I am Hilma Shihama, the director and writer of Instant Love. Instant Love is a film idea by Riyad Boritor. He came up with the idea during our time at the Multichoice Talent Factory, and he trusted me to direct and write it. So when we came from Multichoice Talent Factory, when we came from Zambia, we had a dream. For not only young Namibian filmmakers to be interns and assistants on big productions, but for them to be head of those productions. Look at us now. Okay, so during the making of Instant Love, we had many challenges, but we had a dream and we had a mark to make. And we're here, and we're taking it all in. I say our, I say we, I say all of us, because it took all of us to make this film. And to our cast and crew of Instant Love, I would like to say thank you very much for everything. But most of all, to the producer of this film, Riyad. You had my back during the time at Multichoice Talent Factory, and you had it today, and you've always had it. And thank you very much for everything. To the Multichoice Talent Factory management, Ms. Cheryl, Mr. Barry Rwando, Mr. Roger Herzer, I hope you watch our film and you're proud. I hope we make you proud. Enjoy it, everyone. Have a good night. Thank you.
Cut means as the mensa look for you, come on, you are holding music. You need to release the shit.
Thank you, Hilma. So tonight, the movie that we are going to premiere is Bokwachter. It's next up after the funeral on Keynote and Key this Sunday at 8 o'clock, channel 145 on DSTV and channel 4 on GoTV, and of course already available on Showmax as of today, along with all the other brilliant movies. So Bokwachter is a story about 3 young orphan brothers who live with their grandparents on a farm where they must fight to protect themselves and their livelihood from a group of bandits. Dun, dun. Okay, great. So I'd like to now ask our Honorable Deputy Minister, Honorable Emma Theophilus, the Deputy Minister of ICT, to give us the keynote address on this lovely evening. Let's give a big round of applause.
Good evening. Such a lovely evening, especially when we're looking at everybody in the room, but more importantly, the content being shown that Namibia, when it comes to talent, we have a unique offering to the world, and this is it. So let me get through the formal stuff, and then I'll chat a little bit at the end. Dr. Audrey Mate, our Executive Director at the Ministry of ICT, Mr. Lazarus Jacobs, our NBC Board Chairman, Mr. Stanley Similo, our Director General, also at the NBC, Ms. Emila Ngikembwa, our CEO of CRAN. I also see Dr. Shana Pinda from Telecom and all other industry captains that I've not maybe noticed, Roger, of course, and Madame. Crew, cast, producers, members of the media that I see here, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I stand before you today on behalf of the Namibian government, specifically the Ministry of ICT, which I deputize on this occasion of Multichoice Namibia's project, Mukorob premiere event. We gather here not just to celebrate the premiere of these 13 exciting new films, but also to express our heartfelt gratitude to Multichoice for their unwavering support and investment in Namibia's film industry. First and foremost, Multichoice, I need to commend you for choosing to collaborate with NBC and for their commitment to our country's creative talents. And I think because of our small population, we must find a way to always collaborate as opposed to compete. And this is a product of collaborating as opposed to competing. The name Mukorob, which means the finger of God, couldn't be more befitting for this project. Indeed, it is a divine touch that the film industry in Namibia needs to ascend to greater heights. This project, as evident from the captivating trailers we have just witnessed, serves as a testament to the immense talent that resides within our borders, talents that we are eager to showcase to the world, hence the hashtag Namibia to the world. Ladies and gentlemen, the Namibian government is resolute in its vision to develop a national brand that positions our beautiful country as a destination to visit, live, invest in, and harness its remarkable talent. In fact, I deputize a committee. In fact, I chair a committee where we have government entities and private sector to build an authentic Namibian brand that will compete with Visit Dubai, that will compete with Thailand, in order for talent to be discovered in Namibia. Film, as a powerful medium of expression, has the potential to address the pressing issue of unemployment and must be prioritized accordingly. We recognize that the funding provided by Multichoice for this project is just the beginning of a promising journey that will ensure and anticipate the involvement of more stakeholders who share the same vision to grow the film industry. This includes, of course, the banking sector that we believe could give the necessary film financing like to any other industry supported by government. We would like to see commercial banks develop special schemes for filmmakers. Although the cost of creating films can be relatively high, yes, and indeed at times risky, the returns are even higher and even better and greater for nation building. Therefore, banks should increase their appetite for financing this particular industry. To the young people of Namibia, I urge you to take keen interest in film and consider it as a viable career path.
There are myriad ways to become involved, whether as actors, as we've seen the trailers, directors, producers, or in various technical roles. In fact, as the creative industry continues to grow, digital platforms becomes a great medium to showcase the talent of our local actors, producers, and directors. Therefore, for those that are already active in the creative space, I implore you to continue honing your talents and developing your skills to be globally competitive. As has been announced here at the film, that the films will be aired on DSTV and GoTV platforms, as well as Showmax. This here is already international exposure, and we have to make the best of it. I'm also happy to learn that 5 films that have an Afrikaans and Namibian vernacular at this instance will be aired on Keynote and Key, which is an indication of the snowball effect that this project will have. One of these films is The Funeral, co-produced by Marinda Steyn, who has over the years contributed immensely to the film industry. It is my hope that the young talents are learning from the old guards such as Marinda. Directors of ceremonies, if we are to combat the unemployment crisis in our nation, we must turn our attention to the potential of the film industry and every industry at that to ensure we arrest the situation. Our parliament has emerged from recess. We just started this week, and we're currently in session. And it is imperative that our parliament champion the call for development of the film industry by allocating the necessary resources and support through intentional budgeting appropriation for the film industry. I must also say here, and from the many, many conversations I've had with Roger and the NBC team, you must know that you do have champions in government. The film industry is an industry not every person appreciates or understands, especially the older generation. So you must understand that there are those of us in government, in boardrooms, championing the necessary funding to the Film Commission where necessary, or where we need to advocate for the creative industry to combat even unemployment. So you must know that there is some political will in some circles to get the necessary funding. The government, in general, is committed to working hand in hand with our lawmakers to ensure that the film sector receives the attention it deserves. I must also acknowledge the leadership at the Film Commission, which resorts under the Ministry of ICT, for providing strategic direction to the industry. And of course, the challenges are there. And especially when it comes to midterm reviews, to the budgeting time, the conversations are the same. How do we ensure the industry survives? How do we ensure the industry is able to leapfrog even higher? How do we ensure that we have the necessary talents being honed in-house and not them being poached elsewhere? So I must commend the team at the Namibia Film Commission for continuously walking us through the steps they're taking to ensure that the industry remains afloat. While working with limited resources, this commission have made significant strides, and it is our hope that they'll be empowered to do even more in the future. Collaboration, as I said earlier, remains the key, and we envision a future where the partnership between Multichoice and NBC grows stronger, inspiring others to join our cause. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to reiterate our heartfelt appreciation to Multichoice Namibia for their generous support and commitment to nurturing the talent within our borders. Project Mukorob is just the beginning of an exciting journey, and we are confident that it will pave the way for a flourishing film industry in Namibia. Let us unite, collaborate, and continue to strive for excellence as we embark on this remarkable journey together. I also just wanted to add that as the conversations are constantly happening around the creative industry, which we all know is a multi-trillion-dollar USD economy globally, technology can reform the creative economy by combating, of course, unemployment, combining the opportunities on digital platforms for content creators, and oust the outdated models of filmmaking, but more especially the gatekeepers, and that who set the narratives about the stories of Namibia. I can't tell you the amount of conversations I would have with people in country, outside of the country, online platforms through meetings about Namibia and its showcasing. And I always struggle to find content to actually say, you know, go to this particular website or go watch this particular content for you to actually grasp what it means to be Namibian. They ask about our languages, our culture, our food, our landscapes. And every single time I have to explain, I'm like, you know what, just come over and see for yourself. But I think with this local films, it is an offering that we can show that when you want to really have a taste of Namibia, when you want to peep into the heart and soul of Namibians, this is some of the lived experiences of Namibians telling Namibian stories that are nuanced. Because we're just not one group. We have such a diversity that nobody can take away from us. Something that we cannot use to divide us, but I think that could come in handy in uniting us. And I believe that this film is that opportunity. Moreover, we're constantly having technical meetings with the finance ministry. Roger knows this, around local content. And I always say, but Roger, what can we do to improve local content? And he always tells me, text breaks. And I keep on telling him, Tateshimi, Tateshivute. It's very difficult conversations to have, especially post-COVID-19. But it is necessary. We need to have text breaks in the industry so that we're able to boost the local content to levels that they're able to sustain themselves after that. So I just wanted to share some of those thoughts of the conversations we're having. And I'm sure that this offering, through this project, through the teams that have put this together, it's easier for me now to go convince others that this is a worthy investment for Namibia's talent. Thank you very much.
Do you want me? Do you need me? Do you love me? Do you love me? Do you really need me?
Thank you, Honorable Theophilus. Powerful words, and we agree. I'd like to now close off the evening, actually, before we get into the film. And I'd like to call someone who's become a dear friend of mine thanks to this project. She's the commissioning editor for the Mnet channels in South Africa, and also an award-winning producer in her own right. So let's welcome Lucia Meyer-Marais to the stage. And because we've been doing everything together, I'll be here with her.
Absolutely. Good evening, everybody. Ooh, ladies and gentlemen, the Honourable Deputy Minister Emma Theophilus, Director General Stanley Similo, the NBC team, my fellow filmmakers, and my Namibian Multichoice family. Welcome. What a privilege it has been for me just to play a really small part in what it was unofficially titled the Mukorob project. Thank you to each director, every single writer, producer, each cast member, and every single crew member for being such champions. You guys made a movie. And nothing and no one can ever take that away from you. Thank you to Peter Denk and his team at NBC. Glynis, please come out here. I know Christian is here. I didn't see Jennifer or Cecil, but oh, please stand up. Can we give them a round of applause too? Thank you, Managing Director of Multichoice Namibia, Roger Gertze. Can we give you another round of applause? Thank you for leading by example. I also want to thank this lady over here. This project would not have happened or come together without her, that's for sure. And this night. Thank you, Alzita. We really appreciate your never-ending care and passion. It's very contagious. In their absence, I also want to thank Neil McCarthy, who was a great leader to you all. I want to thank Melusi Sibisi, who's the Multichoice Senior Manager of Content Strategy, and my manager, Nicola van Niekerk, who's the Head of Premium Content and Co-Productions, who entrusted this project to me. Thank you to the Honourable Deputy Minister Emma Theophilus and the Ministry of the ITC. As our principal ministry, your role in developing the film in this industry will be to the benefit of all Namibians. To the Director General of the NBC, Mr. Stanley Similo, thank you for being the Editor-in-Chief of the NBC arm of this project. We appreciate your input and guidance throughout this whole process. I also want to thank the Namibian regulator, CRAN, who initiated this incredible journey to more locally produced content. You know, Nicola often says that she really believes we have the best jobs in the world because we create something out of nothing. An idea becomes a PowerPoint, becomes a script, becomes a session with production designers, wardrobe department, and cinematographers to help a director create a magical story, which in turn becomes something tangible with marketing, press releases, a premiere, posters, and then it goes on to live in millions of homes. So I do want to thank you for reminding me of that. You have no idea of the power and sway that sits in this room and the magic that you guys can create, and we really celebrate you. Just well done. Dankie, Tangi.
Thank you.
Good evening.
Thank you, Lucia.
Enjoy the movie.
And with that, we've come to the end of the formal part of the program. We'd also like to say farewell to all our audience that tuned in live. I hope you enjoyed this portion, but if you want more, you'll have to subscribe to DSTV or GoTV or Showmax. Please pay up and catch all the films on Showmax as well as Keynote and Key every Sunday for the next 5 weeks. So for everyone else who has the pleasure to be here, we will now premiere the movie Bokwachter. After that, we can go back to the area where we just came from for some more drinks and snacks, and we're going to celebrate.
Thank you, Avery, and enjoy the movie.
Thanks,
Really.
Glynis, for being a great host as well. Thank you, everyone.